This is video games that surprised me part 6, right? So please like, share, subscribe, share the video all over. I recently got this weird copyright strike on one of my videos I did. It's one of the gameplay videos that I uploaded from God of War Ragnarok. I don't know why YouTube is wild as hell, right? So for for now, I'm not gonna post any gameplay because I don't know why I'm getting that a strike for. It's just so weird, and the rules are so inconsistent. So anyways, here now, right? The first game that surprised me is Singularity. So Singularity is a game that I did trade for a couple of months back. Singularity is basically a game where it's like a sort of alternate history of Russia, right? And so literally Russia have they have a invented time manipulation technology or time manipulation stuff, and it is very cool. It is very interesting. The gameplay is basically like a first-person shooter. It plays very much like a Bethesda game. Now, before playing this game, right, I thought the concept itself, was kind of weird, and I already had so many shooters, so I wasn't expecting to enjoy it. But when I played it, right, when I played the first hour of it, right, where you can time travel, between 1950s and 2017 or 2007. It gets very, very, very interesting. Singularity, it is a very underrated game. I recommend playing it, and it does have, although the shooting and mechanics are themselves, they're a little dodgy, but still, the game is very fun. Another one is Dissidia Final Fantasy. Dissidia, which is it's kind of like a fighting style game. It is very, very cool. It's like duels, so it's like a 1v1 duels. Now I wasn't really, I'm not really a fan of Final Fantasy, right? All the turn-based stuff. I'm not very big on it. But when I played this one, though, it plays more like an action game, an action 1v1 duel. It gets very, very, very addicting, and there's like characters from different eras, like of the Final Fantasy timeline. So you have characters from like Final Fantasy 2, you have characters from Final Fantasy like 7, Final Fantasy 8, right? Different characters, and you can also play as villains as well. But this one definitely. Another one up here is going to be Returnal, which is a game I talked about many times. Returnal, I at the time when I bought this 3 years ago, I was looking for more PS5 games. Returnal is basically a roguelike game, so what that means is that when you die, it resets you back to the start. So this game only has 2 checkpoints. Right, sorry, or a 1 checkpoint like in the entire game, or I think it's 2. So, Returnal, when I first played, it's like, okay, this is so stupid. I can't save. There's no checkpoint. But once I played more and more and more of it, it gets so intense. It gets so suspenseful, and the weapons in the game are so cool. There's so much color. There's so much going on screen at once. It keeps you fully engaged throughout playing the game. Returnal, there's also they are making a sequel. No, not so much a sequel, another game. I can't remember. Saros, which looks very similar to Returnal. The enemy designs, the level designs, all very cool, and the arcade mode, Atropos Towers, is very, very, very addicting. But this game definitely surprised me. Another one is NBA 2K18, which is a game I did post gameplay on before many times. So 2K18, NBA 2K. At the time when I bought this, probably 6 years ago, I wasn't really much into like sports games, or whether it be soccer, football, whatever, golf, baseball, basketball. I wasn't really into them, but like when I played this, what really got me into it was the all-time team. So you can play as all the different, for example, the greatest players from each franchise and face off against each other. It is super epic. 2K18. There was, there's obviously there's a new 2K every year. Like every year are new FIFA. But this one I put so many hours into, and the My GM mode. And at the time, the My Team mode was pretty fun. But yeah, this one definitely surprised me. There is also Bioshock. Bioshock was a game. Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2 was a game that also surprised me, right? Especially like with Bioshock 2. No, Bioshock is like a weird type of game. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a first-person kind of shooter. It's like paranormal, and looks like the 1960s. You're like in this underwater facility, like this underwater community, and it gets very cool. It gets very intense. There's lots of loot. It is one of the best 2K games in my opinion. It is super fun. But before Bioshock, I remember as a kid, the game looked so weird. But like when you actually played, it plays so fun. Another one is going to be Rayman Origins. Rayman Origins is a game. Now, this is a platformer. I am not really into platformers. Rayman Origins, there's Rayman Legends. Rayman Origins is basically, so I like the intensity of the levels, the suspense of the levels, and just the different characters that, you can play as. It gets very difficult, as with a lot of platformers, right? The more and more you play, but it also gets more suspenseful, it gets more fun, and just the trial and error ness, to this game is super epic, right? I want to play it more and more. But before this, right, before I actually played this, okay, I wasn't sure about it. Right here, Knack 2, another game. And this one does have co-op, by the way. So Knack 2 is similar to Knack 1. It adds more features, it adds more stuff. I wasn't really a big fan of Knack 1, right? So I wasn't expecting to like 2. 2, which is also a rare PS4 game in my area, so it is hard to find. But Knack 2 has co-op. Knack 2 adds more offensive moves, defensive moves, cooler levels, cooler kind of sequences, level designs, etc. Right? It is definitely better than Knack 1. And the last two here, Transformers are Revenge of the Fallen for the PSP. I did play it on the PS3, the PS2, 360. Revenge of the Fallen, right? So it's the second Transformers movie, a Michael Bay movie. This one it basically plays like an iOS mobile style game, bird's eye view stick shooter, and it turns out to be very fun. I was not expecting to like it. Yeah, but definitely this one. And the last one is Ultimate Alliance. For the same reason as Transformers, right? So this is Ultimate Alliance, which also came with Forza 2. Well, Ultimate Alliance is basically, like a Marvel game. You can play as so many different Marvel characters. I'm a huge Marvel fan, but I'm not into the style of gameplay, right? Again, the bird's eye view stick shooter, I don't like those type of games. But once I played it, it got very interesting. There's enemies like MODOK. There's, a Namor is in it. And so many different characters in it, from Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Storm. So many characters to actually choose from. So yeah, that's a games that surprised me, part 6. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.